Hello and welcome back to Melodies of the Gods with your hosts Amy and Kate. How
I
are you
finished
doing?
uni. Yes, it's over. It's done. I don't have any more classes. All I have to do is attend graduation, and I am officially done with education.
Meanwhile, I still have two IGCSEs to write.
Yes.
You know what I realized on our last call that we didn't actually record?
What?
My bed was not made, and it's usually always made in the call, so that would have been like I just rolled out of bed.
Nothing wrong with that. It's human color.
So
education.
a little update for you guys. So we're recording this one. How fast are you going to be able to turn this podcast around?
End of tomorrow if it's needed. But I thought this one was going to be episode 21, and we thought we wanted 21 to be our in live one.
We could do 22 episodes for this season. We didn't specifically say that 21 was going to be our live in-person recording, which is happening this Thursday, which I'm so excited about.
Yeah, finally, I get to see you. You can move around so much, it's hard to pin you down. 1 minute you're in Greece, the next you're in London, then you're back in Switzerland, or you're in France, and it's like, pick a country and live in, please.
Yes.
You would have this
problem.
problem.
No, I haven't been to Greece in a minute. We need to go to Greece together.
Yes, we do. It's going to be visit you in Switzerland, and then when you're done with mocks or GCSEs or whatever, then we go to Greece.
You need trip to Ithaca.
Yes. That exactly.
Oh, I've just had an idea. I've just had
that save money. So
either the worst or the best idea. We hold off on the Greece trip because I'll be done with my high school stuff in 2027, and then I won't start uni until the summer, like September.
Yeah,
that gives us more than enough time.
So that's
and
good.
I'll be 18, which will cover us in terms of the alcohol stuff. Because you and me were probably going to need some alcohol on this trip.
Well, I thought the plan was to get drunk and then do the entire epic saga. And we can try and get the Airbnb, the house they stayed at. How was your 88 thing? So I'm going to call these little disappearing moments of yours.
It's been good.
I'm very blessed that I didn't have to sit my exams. COVID was a bit of a blessing for me, so...
Yeah, because you were lucky enough to be part of the COVID-19 group.
Yeah, I didn't have to sit in a stuffy exam room for like a week and cry. I would hate it. Because of the kids club I now do after school, it's basically homework club for about 3 hours, and we did maths. And I was like trying to remember maths because I haven't done it in a while, and I had to teach these kids algebraic fractions.
That was my worst part.
Right? I was just like, and then they're like, what's a simultaneous equation? I'm like,
a little bit of an update on where we are with this podcast. So I think we could tell people now. I don't think we have to wait until Thursday's recording because we pretty much decided it.
Yeah.
So we are going to be, this will be our penultimate episode. We are going to have episode 22, which will be our in-person recording. And then we're going to take a short break, and we will be back in the summer, kind of July, August time. I think it's going to be August though.
Probably.
Of course, I'm doing all my bullshit.
And I have adult life to sort out, which is...
We get into the mess on that note.
Yeah, probably. Sorry, I'm going off on a rant. I don't talk to anyone else other than you. No one else gets it, and it's very annoying.
Literally, you're having to talk to a 16-year-old to be able to offload.
Okay. Yeah, it's only a 4-year age difference. It's not that bad.
When is your birthday?
In 2 weeks. Shall we get on with the math? So we'll be here all week.
Yeah. All right. So I've got one that I think we have not done yet, which will be very interesting.
Okay. Which one?
War between the gods.
Which ones? Which gods?
We specialize in characters. Njord, the god of the sea. If you know Greek mythology.
Poseidon.
Freya and Freyr, his son and daughter, our least favorite godfather.
Yes.
He's always in there.
Yep.
Odin.
Oh, no.
Honir and Mimir. So for Odin and Mimir,
I don't think you said
Minimir.
Minimir. Let's call him that. Minimir. Good name. Minimir.
Stop, I can't laugh, I'm gonna cough.
Oh, sorry. Well, at least you're not falling off your chair this week, so progress.
I have to actually get into the myth. The war between the gods. It is referenced basically our buddy in this entire Norse mythology section, Snorri Sturluson, the younger Edda. That has basically been our buddy this entire section.
Yes, it has.
So in Norse mythology, there were at first two races of gods. The first group were the Aesir, the sky gods, who included the creator gods Odin, Vili, and Ve. That sounds so weird.
A lot of these names sound weird.
They were like Vili and Ve.
Vili's not a terrible name. I mean, I think I'm pretty sure I've heard someone being called Vili before, or Vivian. Or Vivian? Yeah, okay. Vili's a good one. It sounds nice, doesn't it? Vili. Sorry.
The second group were the Vanir, who were the gods and goddesses of fertility who presided over the sea and the earth. Their leader was the sea god Njord, together with his children Freyr and Freya. One of the key episodes in the Norse tales of the gods concerns a long war between the Aesir and the Vanir. Alright, so let's get into plot synopsis. Burned and reborn. A Vanir visitor, who was either Freya or someone disguised as her, arrived in Asgard. She began to talk obsessively about gold and irritated the Aesir so much that they threw her on the fire 3 times. But each time she was reborn. Her treatment angered the Vanir and they declared war. The fighting raged on, with each side destroying each other's homeland, until a truce was agreed, guaranteed by a hostage arrangement. 2 of the Aesir, Honir and Mimir, would spend part of the year with the Vanir, while Freya and Njord would live with the Aesir. The Aesir triumphed. The 2 sides lived peacefully, but remained suspicious, thinking that the hostages were acting as spies. The Vanir tried to make Mimir tell them secrets of his wisdom, but they refused. So they chopped off his head and sent it back to the Aesir, but the head contained all the wisdom of the gods. So Odin took it and made it immortal and kept it in Asgard. What the actual fuck?
This is something out of a Doctor Who episode. You remember, like, the blue guy in the box?
I haven't watched too much of Doctor Who. Like, I watched this season with Matt.
Yeah, but it reminds me of the guy with the blue dude in the box. No, I don't think you might not have missed that scene. Anyway, it's like that. He's basically a head in the box with all the information. And it's like really weird. Why would you make a decapitated head immortal and then trap it?
Given that it was the head with all the wisdom of the gods in it.
I get that, but it's still a bit overkill, isn't it? I mean,
it's Odin we're talking about here.
I know, but even for his standards, rude. Wow. That's a very mumlog. Disappointing glare.
Literally, I have got a mother look on me since fully accepting my role as mother of my friend group. I've told you about that friend group, haven't I?
Yes, you have.
A friend who's always scaring me.
Yeah. Noodles and jelly bean or whatever.
Oh my god. Well, it was either jelly bean or elefuck for her.
I did remember it right.
Well,
good.
We call her Jello shots.
Oh, well, close enough. It's kind of rude.
I've started to call her jelly bean.
Jelly beans are good. Jelly beans are nice. I mean, they're not great.
But literally, she told us the funniest story, and I don't want to tell it, but basically, she, for some reason, was calling something elefuck when she was younger.
That's bad. I've got so many bad childhood stories I can tell you on Thursday.
Oh my god, no. I cannot let my parents tell you anything about what I was like as a younger child, because
your parents like joining us the entire day, or are they buggering off, or
I think I'm going to come out and join you, but yeah. So 2 p.m. works for that, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, cool.
I cleared my
That
day.
works.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we can go for ramen, and then we're going to Moulin Rouge, which I'm so excited about.
We can walk there. It's probably a nice stroll. It depends what.
Probably a nice stroll from the ramen place.
It is actually, because the ramen place is right next to where I live, and it's very nice. I'm gonna try and book it so we actually get a seat because it's very busy sometimes. If not, I will find another ramen place.
All right, let's get back to it. So Odin took it and made it immortal and kept it in Asgard. The Aesir now had all the wisdom in the world. The Vanir lived on, but had very little power. Over time, these gods of health, wealth, and luck were assimilated into the tribe of their rivals, the Aesir. I was only going to do one myth today since this is our first time talking in a while.
Yeah.
What did you think of that myth?
Well, Odin is a piece of shit as usual, so no big whoop or surprise there. But so it kind of.
To be honest, when is that man not a piece of absolute shit?
When like any leaders of gods in any mythology, not a piece of shit.
I'm gonna defend Zeus on one count.
I mean, Zeus sucks because he's a traitorous, misogynistic piece of shit. And poor Hera. I mean, even if they're related, you gotta feel bad for her.
Yeah, she really.
Short end of the stick.
Okay, hear me out. Who do you think would have been better for her? Zeus or Poseidon?
Neither. Let her become queen of the gods, and the other two fuck off. Or better yet, let Hades be the king of the gods. He's the only one with a brain.
And he's technically the oldest.
I know. How rude is that? You send the oldest, your big brother, who had to deal with his dad long before those two showed up, and send him down to the underworld. Just weird.
Although they did do a very reasonable system with the drawing of sticks.
Again, who decides it? Cosmic power, and you decide it by doing basically picking up sticks. At least do rock, paper, scissors. That way's fair. And you can't exactly cheat.
Yeah. I actually kind of like that myth. It kind of reminded me a bit of what the Heroes of Olympus storyline kind of was.
Yeah.
Which I want to talk about that series. I freaking love that series so much.
Yes, it is a good one. Yeah, it is. It's my favorite.
And I'm going to give a very brutally honest opinion. I think that Raina and Jason would have been a better couple to follow than Piper and Jason.
I agree. Yeah, they have more compatibility. But I'm pretty sure Raina is ace. And she does join the Hunters of Artemis. So it would have been a very.
She joined after he's dead.
True, but again, even if they
and
did,
they could have followed it as kind of a grieving method. She turned her back on boys because she's lost the man she truly loved.
Maybe she's Demi then. That would make sense. Well, no, maybe. Anyway, sorry. There's a lot of headcanons surrounding right now at the moment, and then there's the whole speech. Like, you will not find love in this camp or the next.
No, I've started reading Trials of Apollo. Like, I'm in.
Don't spare yourself the pain. Seriously, poor Jason's death.
Well, I've seen it all over social media, so it's not.
I know, but reading about
that without having to.
More impactful than everything else.
But you don't have to be concerned about spoiling about his death.
No, I don't. But I will say Nico and Will in that book are fucking hilarious. So it's like.
Well, I am looking forward to reading those two.
It's just great.
And their relationship so fucking hard.
It's great. Like,
I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of looking forward to reading when Apollo gets to camp, if he does.
Oh, he does. Yeah, I've read the Trials so far. I have. Nico and when Apollo meeting, I said, it's fucking hilarious. I won't spoil it, but it is good.
I think I saw that on socials or something because I kind of remember part of how it goes down. Is that where he's getting healed by his own son?
No, that happens before. So that is part of it, but he meets him after. So it's okay.
And then it all really goes to shit.
Yep, like it normally does for Percy and his gang. I will say I am looking forward to the second series coming out on Disney Plus because it looks quite good. Because it got
I'm going to be so real with you. I am actually considering getting a Wattpad account so I can write like a idea.
Not Wattpad, get AO3 at least.
But I want to write an idea of kind of like a storyline that we can do with Percy and Estelle as a brother and sister.
Oh, thing is, I want Percy, Tyson, and Estelle to all be in the same room because I reckon that would be hilarious.
And I want to see if, like, it's like with Wattpad, you can make some funny details happen that don't necessarily have to be canonically true.
Again, that's true with literally any fanfiction.
No, but like, because we don't really find out much about Paul's family.
Oh no, is this one of your weird headcanons like Athena's Telemachus' mom? Because I will debunk that so quick.
You didn't necessarily debunk the Telemachus
one. Being nice. You've seen the animations. Come on, okay. You're smarter than that. Godmother.
Yeah, I am technically still a warrior of the mind.
Yes, you are.
Anyways, yeah.
Okay, Wattpad. Well, you do you, and I will read it and laugh.
Well, I'm thinking I either write that or I write the same because I'm a Divergent fan.
Yes, I know. We have.
I'm gonna confess this so honestly. My one and only book crush so far has been Fall. Tobias Eaton.
Yeah, you really need to finish reading Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit.
I still can't believe that picture got you to double bad me.
It just wasn't a great one, that's all.
No, you were like, double bad.
You mean the picture of the
picture from Spain?
Yeah, the one on the beach. I don't understand why that one would be that, but I got it on my phone, so it's okay.
Yeah.
So I got it. No problem.
For anyone wondering what we're talking about, go listen to episode 20 because it's absolutely goddamn hilarious.
Or just go listen to any other episodes because we need more views because we're all very desperate for approval, apparently.
No, I'm just saying it because sometimes when we say stuff, people might not get the context.
Then why are they starting on like episode 21? That's what I never get. If people are going to start,
you never know with people.
Start from episode 1. That one would make sense. Do follow the canonical order of stuff.
Yeah.
You don't start in the middle of a series. Like you don't start in the middle of a sandwich where you eat it. You start at the beginning of the sandwich. This makes sense.
Yeah. I'm just taking a look at the stuff. So far, our really struggling episode is the Myths and Fables saga. No, the Roman Chaos saga is really struggling.
I didn't like the fact that we went from Greek to Romans.
Good point.
Maybe that's the rivalry there. It's like the French in England. That's one thing. Okay.
All right. You're.
Oh, I'm outro. Really? I thought I did it. Oh, whatever. This system makes
We've done this before. We can do it again.
Anyway, thank you for watching me and Kate talk for another good old while. And she's down again. Only once this time. Progress is being made.
I worked out yesterday. Jesus, I'm gonna blow my back.
Thank you for tuning in to Melodies of the Gods with Amy and Kate. We will see you on Thursday, probably in person. So look forward. And
peace out, guys.